And welcome in on this Monday evening. Jesse Ray with you from Russell High School as we get set for our third featured matchup of the night. Time it is Phillipsburg's chance to take the court as they will take on the host team, the Russell Lady Broncos. The Lady Panthers 1-0 on the year as they defeated Ellis 47-38 on Friday night. And Taryn Sides' freshman debut, she scored 22 points, along with Heather Skimper in her freshman debut. She scored 5 points and had multiple rebounds. Don't know the exact total, but she was approaching double digits in rebounds for sure. For the Russell Lady Broncos, they come in 1-0 on the year. They won 51-44 over Minneapolis, but they did graduate their great guard, Tiffany Norwood. She is now at Barton County playing basketball down there for the Cougars. So some heavy losses for Russell, but it's still always a traditionally great girls basketball team. We'll see what happens tonight when these two teams match up in the first round of the Amos-Morris Basketball Classic. As our first feature matchup of the day saw the Central Plains Lady Oilers beat the Smith Center Lady Red 75-17. And then the second game of the day saw Central Plains defeat Smith Center 32-23 on the boys' side. Two more games for you tonight here on 92.5 at KQMA and online at KKNKQMA.com as we get set for Phillipsburg's side of action when the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers take on the Russell Lady Broncos here in Russell in the Amos-Morris Basketball Classic. As we get set here for our starting lineups and the opening tip here from Russell High School.
Day of the 2019 Amos-Morris Classic, hosted by Russell High School. Today's third game features the Broncos of Russell High School and the Panthers of Phillipsburg High School.
Both teams here, it looks like we're getting set for the starting lineups.
Regulations of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Cheerleaders, officials, and spectators can and are expected
the Lady Panthers in their road white, or in their home white jerseys with the navy and the gold trim. The Russell Lady Broncos at home tonight, but they are the visitors on the scoreboard. They're in those road red jerseys and the blue trim. Looking at your starting lineup for head coach Frank Schulte and the Russell Lady Broncos. Number 2, a 5'8" senior, Megan Peeler. Number 4, a 5'4" sophomore, Camille Dortland. Looks like number 12, a 5'6" senior, Janae Schulte. Number 20, a 5'6" sophomore, Ryland Reeves. And number 32, a 6-foot sophomore, Nia Sterling. For the Lady Panthers, it's number 2, a 5'4" senior. Number 2, again, Kylie Soliday. Number 11, a 5'6" freshman, Taryn Sides. Number 14, a 5'9" freshman, Heather Skipper. Number 15, a 5'5" senior, Kristen Wells. Number 24, a 5'7" senior, Emily Schneider. Those are your starters for head coach Rachel Miller and the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Again, 1-0 on the year after their win over the Ellis Lady Railers. The Lady Broncos 1-0 after their win over the Minneapolis Lady Lions. Again, the Lady Panthers, the home team on the scoreboard. They're in their home whites, navy numbers, gold trim. The Lady Broncos in their road red jerseys, white numbers, and blue trim. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with your opening tip right after this. If you're listening to Lady Panther Basketball, KQMA, and the World Wide Web.
The Lady Panthers are coached by Rachel Miller on the side. The Lady Broncos is coached by Frank Schulte on the other.
welcome back to Russell High School just in time for the opening tip as Heather Skimper wins the tip in the hands of Soliday. Ahead to Wells. Wells looks inside for Skimper, can't get it to her. 3 seniors and 2 freshmen on the court for the Lady Panthers to start this ball game. And they have the basketball going left to right on your radio dial. It is Sides with it right wing. She's going to reset the offense. Now swings around to Soliday at the left corner to Wells. They continue to look inside. They get it to Skimper this time. Ball gets kicked down the side. Sterling picked up by the Lady Broncos. That is Reeves. Defending Dortmund. Now to Schulte. Schulte getting a drive down to the left block. Picks up her dribble. Kicks it out front to Sterling. Sterling looking to pass off guarded tightly by Skimper. Now back to Schulte. Picked up there by Soliday out front now to Reeves. Reeves swings it around to Dortmund. Or that is to Peeler at the right wing. Back around to Dortmund, left wing. Dortmund's going to drive into the free throw line. Looks underneath for Sterling. Sterling loses the handle on at the left block. Stolen away by Schneider. Schneider looks to hand off, does so to Wells. Wells brings it left to right across the timeline. 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. We're looking for point number 1 of this ball game as Wells has the top of the key. Decides left wing. Terrence get past to Soliday. Right wing, back to Sides left wing, down to the left corner to Schneider. She's going to drive baseline, kicks it across the court to Soliday, right wing, out front to Side. Side spots up for 3, left it short, no good, rebounded by Wells. Wells gets it tipped out of her hands, tipped by Dortmund again. Sides comes away with the loose ball. Sides to Soliday. Soliday, top of the key, 3's on its way. Bingo! The Lady Panthers strike first as they lead 3-0 with 6:27 left to go in the first quarter over Russell. As it is going to be Schulte ahead to Sterling. Sterling falls to the ground, kicks out to Schulte, left wing, 3's on its way, and she buries it. So back-to-back 3s, and we're tied 3-all. Here between the Russell Lady Broncos and the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. 6:05 left to go in the first quarter. Sides has it now to Soliday, right wing. Soliday drives into the free throw line, all the way into the paint. Left block up, and it is good. Kylie Soliday found an opening, took it all the way to the left block, put the shot off the glass, and got the bounce as it goes in. And the Lady Panthers now lead 5-2. As they said that Schulte's shot was close on the line, as this time Reeves hits the 2-point basket. That makes it 5-4. With 5:36 left to go in the first quarter, the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 1. Wells loses the handle on it as it's Dortmund with it. Across the timeline, down between the circles. Dortmund picks up her dribble. Now to Peeler, right wing. Peeler looks inside, gets a screen from Reeves. Drives all the way to the free throw line. Now to Schulte, left wing. Schulte, top of the key with it. Between the legs dribble, guarded there by Soliday. Kicks it out to Peeler, right wing. 5:12 left to go as they get it inside for Reeves, and she gets the 2-point basket. That makes it 6-5. Russell now takes a 1-point lead over the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. 5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Wells, left wing, 3 on its way. Rattles out, no good. Rebound put back by Skimper, no good. Rebound by Skimper, put back. This time, no good, but she's headed to the free throw line. So that's the first team foul on the Lady Broncos. We'll wait to see who this one gets called on. It is going to be on Janae Schulte, her first personal foul. 4:53 left to go here in the first quarter. As this one's on its way for Skimper, no good. Into the ball game, Ava Skimper, along with Kinsey Stores and Kay Pockabear, is Kylie Soliday, Kristen Wells, and Emily Schneider all take a seat. So the 3 seniors all take a seat as 3 juniors come into the ball game. As Skimper does hit the second one. So now it's 3 juniors and 2 freshmen on the court for the Lady Panthers. As it's tied 6-6 with 4:45 left to go in the first quarter. Dortland's 3 on the way, no good. Rebounded by Heather Skimper. Heather looks to dribble out of traffic. She gets the ball to Sides. Sides looks ahead, gets it ahead to Stores. Stores back to Sides. Sides top of the key, 3. They leave her open. She makes them pay as Terrence Sides gets her first points of the ball game. A 3-pointer from the top of the key. 9-6. Phillipsburg regains a 3-point lead with 4:20 left to go in the first quarter. Sterling with it, ahead to Reeves. Ball gets tipped around, out of bounds off the Lady Broncos. It is Lady Panther basketball. 4:16 left to go in the first quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos 9-6, as it is Heather Skimper along with Terrence Sides. There's your 2 freshmen also out there. at the moment is Ava Skimper, along with Kinsey Storrs and Kay Pockbeer. So 3 juniors and 2 freshmen on the court for the Lady Panthers as Taryn Side spots up for 3, misses this one, rebounded by Schulte for the Lady Broncos as she pushes it up the court, stolen away by Sides. Sides splits the defense, it's 2-on-1, drives in, bounce pass to Ava Skimper, left block up and good. So Ava gets her first 2 points in the ball game. 3:49 left to go in the first quarter, and Coach Schulte wants a timeout. With 3:49 left to go in the first quarter, the Lady Panthers of Phillipsburg lead the Russell Lady Broncos 11-6. We'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Lady Panther basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. .349 left to go in the first quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos 11-6. As they have 5 points from Kylie Soliday, 3 from Taryn Sides, 1 from Heather Skimper, 2 from Ava Skimper. For the Lady Broncos, it's 4 points for Rylan Reeves and 2 points for Janae Schulte. Full court pressure put on by the Lady Panthers as they get it all the way ahead to Sterling. Sterling back out to Dortland, right side. Inside for Peeler. Peeler's shot is up and good. So out of the timeout, the Lady Broncos capitalize as they now have the score. Cut into the Lady Panther lead as Pockbeer couldn't hold on to that one. Goes in the hands of Schulte. Schulte brings it up the court. Stolen away by Sides. Sides poked it out and stole it away. It's 2-on-1. Bounce pass to Babcock. Babcock left block, and she's headed to the free throw line as Abby Babcock into the ballgame for the first time. Gets fouled, heads to the free throw line as that'll be the second team foul on the Lady Broncos. It is going to be on Reeves. That's her first personal foul. 3:19 left to go in the first quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead 11-8 as Babcock makes it 12. Her first point of the season as she did not score the other night against Ellis, as even though she started, did not find the basket though. Sides takes a seat. Meg Keaton comes into the ball game, a 5'2" junior for the Lady Panthers. Her first action in the varsity level this year. And as Babcock hits them both that time, so 2 for 2 from the line, makes it a 5-point game once again. 13-8, the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos. As they find Sterling underneath the basket, no good. Bounces it off the backboard, gets a rebound, and she puts it back in. Sterling gets the 2 points to make it a 3-point Lady Panther lead, 13-10 over the Russell Lady Broncos. Just under 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Babcock has it, tipped in the hands of Keaton. Meg Keaton with it, now around to Skimper, down to Storrs in the left corner, out front for Keaton, stolen away by Schulte. Schulte picks up her dribble now to Dortland. Dortland drives all the way down to the right block. It's blocked out of there by Skimper and picked up by Keaton. Keaton pushes it up the sideline, ahead to Pockbeer. Pockbeer left block, off the glass and good. Nice heads-up play there by Keaton. She came away with the basketball, looked up, saw Pockbeer was all by herself, and she got the 2 points. 15-10, the Lady Panthers regained their 5-point lead. Dortland finds Schulte backside. Counted, she's going line for an and one. So Schulte gets the and one attempt here as Phillipsburg picks up their first team foul of the ball game. And it's going to be on Abby Babcock, her first. Kenzie Storrs is going to take his seat. Kylie Soliday back into the ball game for the Lady Panthers. 15-12 is our score. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos by 3 with Schulte a chance to cut into that lead, and it does so. She now has 5, and it makes it a 2-point game. Phillipsburg 15, Russell 13, 2:18 left to go in the first quarter. Keaton with it around to Skimper, right wing. That's Ava Skimper. She's going to drive down to the baseline, look to pass off, stolen away by Peeler. Peeler pushes it up the court, right to left on your radio dial, across the timeline, down to the right wing. Picked up there by Soliday, out front to Schulte. Schulte looks inside for Sterling. Sterling, turnaround hook shot, no good. Rebound, fought for Pockbeer, had position, and Sterling going to get called for the foul. Her first personal foul, third Lady Bronco team foul. Minute 58 left to go in the first quarter. 15-13 is our score. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos by that 2-point margin. headed to the scores table was Riley Wagner for the Lady Broncos. She'll come in at the next ball, dead ball. Ava Skimper with it, drives to the free throw line, jumpers up, rattles out, no good, fighting for the rebound. Skimper comes away with it. Skimper looks to pass off, does so to Soliday, out front to Keaton. Keaton's three's on its way, good! May Keaton gets her first points of the season. And it's a three from the left wing and puts the Lady Panthers up 18-13 with a minute 30 left to go in the first quarter. Dortland with it to the left wing. Picks up her dribble there, now to Peeler. Peeler looks inside for Sterling, can't get it to her. Now they try, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it will be Lady Panther basketball. As Heather Skimper and Emily Schneider both come back into the ball game. Minute 22 left to go in the first quarter. And the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos 18-13. Skimper looked inside for Schneider's, tipped out of there and stolen away by Sterling. Sterling gets it ahead to Peeler. Peeler brings it up the court. Across the timeline, working against Soliday. Hands it off to Dortland with a minute 5 left to go in the first quarter. Dortland, left wing. On the dribble, working against Soliday, and Kylie going to get called for the foul. Her first personal foul, second Lady Panthers team foul. Sides comes back into the game. Ava Skimper going to take a seat.
Second personal,
Looks like they get the ball inside for Reeves. Reeves' shot no good, rebounded by Sides. And then Taryn going to be fouled. Fourth team foul on the Lady Broncos. And let's see who this one's on. Reeves picks up the foul, her second personal foul. Into the ball game is Grace Lumpkins. And Reeves going to take a seat with those two fouls. 18-13, the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos with 51 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Sides brings it up the court for the Lady Panthers, ahead to Soliday. Soliday right wing, they look inside for Skimper. Nice job there by Peeler, as Peeler baited that one, got to steal, and going back the other way with the Lady Broncos of Russell. It is Dortland working against Kylie Soliday. Dortland in the center circle, spin move. Tipped by Sides right into the hands of Peeler. Now to Sterling. Sterling's shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Heather Skimper. Skimper quickly double team. Dribbles out of trouble. Now to Sides. 26 seconds left to go. Taryn all the way coast to coast. Off the glass. Counted. She's going line for an and one as Taryn Sides got the ball from Heather Skimper and took it the distance. Got the basket and the foul. 15 foul for the Lady Broncos, and the first on Grace Lumpkins, as May Keaton going to take a seat. Kristen Wells comes back into the ball game as the Lady Panthers of Phillipsburg lead the Russell Lady Broncos 20-13. Sides and one attempt is good. She now has 6. And the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead 21-13 with 19 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Dortland hands it off, and now to Wagner. They look inside, tipped around, out of bounds it goes, and it will be Lady Bronco basketball. Shanae Schulte comes back in. Rylan Reeves comes back in. Grace Lumpkins takes a seat, as does Riley Wagner. 11.4 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And it's 21-13. Phillipsburg leads Russell as they get it in to Reeves. Reeves right block as she's headed to the free throw line. 13 foul on the Lady Panthers. Reeves will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. See who they called that one on. It is on Taryn Sides, her first personal foul. 21-13. That one for Reeves is no good. Back into the ball game will be Riley Wagner. She will be coming in for Reeves. 9 seconds left to go. Reeves has to shoot this free throw before she can come out, though. It's on its way. That one is good. Reeves now has 5, and it makes it a 7-point Phillipsburg lead, 21-14. Here in the first round of the Amos-Morris Classic, the winner takes on Central Plains on Thursday. The loser takes on Smith Center on Thursday at 3 o'clock. Sides has it, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, kicks it out. Wells, left corner, 3 at the buzzer, no good. And that's how the first quarter ends with the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers up 21-14. We'll take a timeout here. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this as you're listening to Lady Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. Russell High School. Jesse Ray with you from the Amos-Morris Classic as the Phillips Circle Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos after the first quarter, 21-14. 7-point Lady Panther lead as we have 3 points from May Keaton, 5 points from Kylie Soliday, 6 from Taryn Sides, 2 from Abby Babcock, 1 for Heather Skimper, 2 for Ava Skimper, and 2 for Kay Bachner. For the Lady Broncos, it's 2 points for Megan Peeler, 5 points for Janae Schulte, 5 points for Rylan Reeves, and 2 points for Sterling. Back out on the court for the Lady Panthers, it will be Heather Skimper along with Kylie Soliday, Taryn Sides, Kristen Wells, and Emily Schneider. For the Lady Broncos, it is Sterling, Peeler, Wagner out there along with Dortland and Schulte. Lady Bronco basketball to start this second quarter as Dortland picks up her dribble. Now to Wagner, left wing, guarded tightly there by Sides. They get it inside. Now back out to Dortland. Dortland looks inside for Sterling. Sterling, right block. Spin, shot up, no good. Rebound, 5-4, goes in the hands of Peeler. Peeler out to Wagner. Her shot no good, misses everything, and rebounded by Skimper. Heather Skimper quickly outlets ahead to Taryn Sides. Sides inside for Schneider. Schneider shot is up and good. What a great look by Taryn Sides as she found Schneider standing at the bottom of the underneath the basket all by herself, somehow threaded the needle, got it to Schneider, and got the 2 points. As it is now 23-14 as Sterling drives inside, and she's going to be fouled. This will be the 4th team foul on the Lady Panthers. Foul's on Heather Skimper, her first personal foul. 7:17 left to go in the first half. The Phillips Circle Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos 23-14. Sterling at the free throw line for the first time in this game. Makes the first one. She now has 3 points. The 6-foot sophomore for the Lady Broncos. That makes it 23-15. 7:17 left to go in the first half. Sterling's second one, good as well. Makes it 23-16 with 7:15 left to go. Soliday has it all the way down to the left block. Wrap around pass for Schneider. Shot is up and it's no good, but she's headed to the free throw line. 6th Lady Bronco team foul. Foul's on Megan Peeler, her first personal foul. 7:10 left to go in the first half. Phillips Circle leads Russell 23-16. Schneider's first is on its way and good. She now has 3 points. She did not score until the 4th quarter Friday night, but she finished second on the team with 6 points. So she really got things going there in the 4th quarter. She left that one short. Did Emily Schneider. Fighting for the basketball, and gonna have a foul called here on the Lady Panthers. Their 5th team foul and the first on Kristen Wells.
Foul number 15, Kristen Wells. First personal, 15 foul.
Lady Bronco basketball as Dortland has it, working against Kylie Soliday. Gets a screen out front from Sterling. Tipped out by Soliday as Soliday and Dortland hit the court. Dortland looking to pass off. Ball still up for grabs. The Lady Panthers come away with it. Schneider dribbles out of trouble. Now gets it to Sides. Sides brings it across the timeline down to the top of the key. Drives all the way in. Leaves it off for Skimper. Right block up and good. Heather Skimper gets her first field goal. She now has 3 points as Taryn Sides is finding open windows that most people aren't going to see, especially as freshmen. And she's got a couple assists that have just been impressive so far here in the first half as the Lady Panthers now lead by 10, 26-16 with just under 6.5 minutes left to go in this first half as Wagner drives all the way in. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Sterling. Sterling power dribble up and good. 26-18, Phillips Circle leads as Soliday passes it ahead to Wells. Wells in the right corner, one dribble back out front to Soliday. Now to Skimper. Skimper turnaround free throw line jumper shot, no good. Rebounded by Schneider. Schneider out the side. Sides left wing 3, no good. A little too hard on that one. Rebounded by Schulte, and she'll bring it back right to left on your radio dial with just under 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Schulte gets it stolen away by Sides. Sides gonna go one-on-one. Now Wells fills the lane. Sides gonna take her. No good on the layup, and it's rebounded by the Lady Broncos as Dortland tried to pass it ahead to Peeler. Out of bounds it goes. Lady Panther basketball. 5:39 left to go in the first half. 26-18 is our score. Phillips Circle leads Russell as Kay Pocketbeer comes back into the ball game. Emily Schneider going to take a seat. Schulte and Wagner both take a seat for Russell as Reeves came back in, as it did Lumpkins. For the Lady Panthers, Skimper takes a seat. That's Heather Skimper. And Abby Babcock comes back into the game, the 5'9" sophomore. 5:35 left to go in the first half. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 8, 26-18 over the Russell Lady Broncos here in the Amos-Morris Classic from Russell High School. Babcock with it, out front to Wells. Wells picks up her dribble, looks inside for Babcock. Babcock underneath the basket, shot no good. Gets her own rebound, splits the defense, and she's headed to the free throw line. Great work and hard-fought effort there by Abby Babcock to get to the free throw line. So that's the 7th Lady Bronco team foul. And the 3rd on Rylan Reeves as Babcock heads back to the free throw line where she's 2 for 2 in this ball game. First one's on its way. That one off the back of the iron, no good. Babcock had to earn these two as she fought hard underneath the basket. Missed the first one, got a rebound, had to split a double team, and got and now as Soliday and Wells take a seat. Comes back in, as does Kenzie Storrs. Babcock getting set for her second one. She's 2 of 3 from the free throw line in this ball game. Make it 3 of 4. 27-18 with 5:13 left to go in the first half. Phillipsburg leads Russell here in the Amos-Morris Classic. As it is Wagner out front to Lumpkins. Now around to Dortland left wing. They look inside for Sterling. Can't quite get it to her. Great defense there by Pockbear. As now Babcock comes away with the steal. Babcock slows down, jump stop, left block, and she's headed back to the free throw line. 8th team foul on the Lady Broncos as Babcock read the passing lane, got the steal, took it the other way, and got fouled as she'll head back to the free throw line. This one is going to be on Riley Wagner, her first personal foul. So Babcock right back at the free throw line where she just went 1 of 2 and hits the first one. She now has 4 points all from the free throw line in this ball game. Puts the Lady Panthers lead back at double digits, 28-18. 4:53 left to go in the first half. Babcock second one off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Ava Skimper. Skimper's put back shot is no good. Rebound fought for, still fighting for it. Out of bounds it goes. Let's see. They're going to say last touch by the Lady Broncos as Babcock fighting hard with Peeler for that one. And Babcock able to get it to bounce off of Peeler before it went out of bounds, and it will be Lady Panther basketball. They lead by 10, 28-18, 4:47 left to go in the first half. Ava Skimper gets the ball into Kenzie Storrs. The Storrs going to get called for the travel as she fell to the ground on the inbounds. So it will be Lady Bronco basketball. 4:46 left to go here in the first half. And the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos 28-18 as Janae Schulte comes back in. And Grace Lumpkin's going to take a seat for Russell. Schulte inbounds to Dortland. Dortland brings it right to left across your on your radio dial across the timeline. Free throw line jumper by Dortland rattles in as she hit the back of the iron, kind of died, and she gets her first 2 points. Says Camille Dortland makes it 28-20. Phillipsburg leads by 8. Taryn Sides finds Ava Skimper left wing. They look inside for Babcock. Can't quite get it to her, so Skimper puts the ball on the court. Now decides left wing. Sides on the dribble out front to Storrs. Storrs on the dribble, gets tipped out by Wagner. Stolen away by Dortland, back to Wagner. Left block by Wagner, good. Wagner got the layup to make it 28-22. The Lady Broncos cut into that 10-point lead even more that the Lady Panthers once had as Storrs looked for Pocketbeer. Out of bounds it goes, and it will be a Lady Bronco basketball with 3:58 left to go in the first half. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead at 28-22 as May Keaton and Kylie Soliday come back into the ball game. Looks like Kenzie Storrs takes a seat. Taryn Sides takes a seat. Lady Bronco basketball as it's Dortland with it. Picked up there by Soliday. Dortland picks up her dribble as Soliday closes in on the pressure. Dortland gets called for 5 seconds. What great defense by Kylie Soliday. As soon as Dortland picked that up, Soliday was all over her and got the 5-second call as Lumpkins comes back in. Also into the game is Renee Nickel. Peeler takes a seat. Schulte takes a seat. 3:45 left to go in the first half. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead 28-22. Keaton with it now to Soliday right wing. Soliday looking, letting the offense set up. Soliday now dribbles back up between the circles. Back to Keaton right wing. Keaton looks inside for Babcock. Can't quite get it to her. Keaton drives all the way in, bounce pass Soliday, left corner, two's on its way, no good, misses everything that time. And Nickel comes away with the rebound. She passes it off to Dortland. Dortland ahead to Wagner. Wagner going to drive all the way in. Right block up, no good. Rebound put back by Nickel, no good. And it's rebounded by Meg Keaton. Keaton pushes it up the court for the Lady Panthers up the left sideline as they go left to right on your radio dial. Ahead to Soliday, now to Skimper, inside for Babcock. Babcock underneath the basket, tried to pass it off to Pockbear and it goes out of bounds, and it will be Lady Bronco basketball as Emily Schneider comes back into the ball game for the Lady Panthers. And taking a seat will be Megan Peeler as Coach Miller wants a timeout. We'll take one with them as you're listening to Lady Panther basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
Russell High School hospitality food sponsor, Casey's Pizza. Thank you for your support of the Amos-Morris Classic.
.302 left to play in the first half. The Phillips Lady Panthers lead 28-22 over the Russell Lady Broncos. Is Russell basketball as they go right to left on your radio dial in those road red jerseys with the white numbers in the blue trim, even though they are the home team, the host team here, but on the scoreboard they are the visitors tonight against Phillipsburg. Phillipsburg again leads 28-22 as Dortland has it left wing. Dortland works against Soliday down to the baseline. Shot is up and good. Camille Dortland picks up the two and it cuts it that lead down to 4. The Lady Panthers once led 28-18. Since then, the Lady Broncos have cut into that lead. It's now a 4-point game, 28-24. Ava Skimper with the basketball for the Lady Panthers to Keaton. Keaton drives in. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Broncos. That is Sterling with it. Dortland quickly ahead to Lumpkins. Lumpkins right block up, no good. Rebound fought for, and Ava Skimper comes away with the basketball. She passes it ahead to Schneider. Schneider pushes it ahead and now to Soliday. Soliday back to Schneider. The ball gets tipped out by Lumpkins, and it will be Lady Panther basketball. 2:05 left to go in the first half, and the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 4, 28-24. As Kristen Wells comes back into the ball game now for the Lady Panthers, and it looks like Ava Skimper a seat.
Kristen Wells in the ball game for the Lady Panthers.
Wells will inbound. Wells looking, goes out front to Soliday. Back to Wells. Now to Keaton, inside for Pockbear. Pockbear kicks it across the lane to Schneider. Schneider's going to drive in, left block, kicks it back out Soliday. Left wing three's on its way, just misses that one. Rebound tracked down by Janae Schulte. Schulte off to Sterling. Sterling ahead to Dortland. Dortland brings it across the timeline with a minute 45 left to go in the first half. Phillipsburg leads by 4, 28-24. Sterling gets his trip by Schneider, but right into the hands of one of her teammates, as that was Peeler with the 2 points. That makes it a 2-point Lady Panther lead, 28-26, as the Lady Panthers get it inside for Pockbear. Pockbear gets it blocked, and then she's going to be fouled. 9th team foul on the Lady Broncos. Pockbear will head to the free throw line. This one is on Schulte, her second personal foul. Minute 28 left to go in this first half, and the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 2, 28-26. They once had a 10-point lead. Now it's down to 2 as Pockbear misses that one. Looks like Taryn Sides comes back into the ball game. Meg Keaton going to take a seat. Heather Skimper waits at the scorer's desk as she'll come in for Kay Pockbear after Pockbear and this free throw, as Pockbear does make it her game. Comes back. Pockbear takes a seat, so it's Sides, Skimper, Schneider, Wells, and Soliday for the Lady Panthers. They're starting is Sterling, Lumpkins, Schulte, Dortland, and Peeler for the Lady Broncos. As Dortland passes it off to Peeler. Peeler drives all the way down to the right baseline, down to Sterling at the right elbow, back to Peeler. Peeler drives the baseline. Working against Schneider, backs her in, shot is up, and she's going to be fouled. This will be the 16th foul on the Lady Panthers. And Peeler will head to the free throw line to try to cut into this 3-point lead. The Lady Panthers have 29-26 with a minute 11 left to go in the first half. That foul was on Heather Skimper, her second personal. 6 Lady Panther team fouls. Peeler hits the first one. She now has 5 points. Back into the ball game is Riley Wagner for Russell. And Grace Lumpkin's going to take a seat. Healer getting set for her second one. It's good as well. She now has 6 points, and it makes it a one-point ball game, 29-28, with 1:08 left to go in the first half here in Russell, the Amos-Morris Classic. First round action. Phillipsburg leads by one as Healer comes away with a steal. And Soliday was looking for Schneider. So Russell takes it back the other way as they have a chance to take a lead when they once trailed by 10. Sides tipped it out of Dortland's hand. Dortland able to tip it up into the hands of Schulte, though. 45 seconds left to go in the first half. Schulte gonna be fouled. 17 foul on the Lady Panthers, so they'll send the Lady Broncos to the line to shoot 1-1. Fouls on Wells, her second personal foul. So Schulte gets set for a 1-1. Got a chance to tie things up. Once again, Russell trailed to 28-18 at one point. Now it's 29-28 as Schulte misses that one, rebounded by Schneider. Schneider hands it off to Sides. Sides ahead to Skimper. Skimper at the left block. Kicks it back out to Wells, the left corner. Wells drives in, picks up her dribble. Shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Wagner. Wagner pushes it quickly up the court for the Lady Broncos. Across the timeline with 24 seconds left to go. Now to Schulte, tipped and stolen away by Sides. Terrence Sides on the fast break. Tried to leave it off for Wells. Wells tracked it down to the right corner. Wells now to Sides, right wing. Out front to Soliday. Soliday thought about the three, instead drives in. Splits the defense off the glass, and it's good. Kylie Soliday split the defense and got the layup to put the Lady Panthers up 31-28. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Wagner puts it up from the right wing. No good. Misses everything. Out of bounds goes. And that's how the first half ends. The Lady Panthers lead 31-28. We'll take a timeout here. We'll be back to wrap up the first half right after this as you're listening to Lady Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
Don't forget Papa Shot, same thing after the ball. $1 a shot for a 2-liter bottle of pop. PHS boys basketball team is having a wrap here inside.
High School. The Lady Panthers led 21-14 after the first quarter. The Lady Broncos outscored the Lady Panthers 14-10 in the second quarter to cut that margin down. And again, 31-28 here at halftime. As we get set for second half action. Both teams getting their final words from their coaches. Of course, the Lady Panthers head coach by Rachel Miller. The Lady Broncos head coach by Frank Schulte. It is Janae Schulte along with Camille Dortland. Also out there, Megan Peele. Looks like Rylan Reeves and Anaya Sterling for the Lady Broncos. For the Lady Panthers, it is Wells along with Sides. Also out there is Heather Skimper. Also Schneider and Soliday for the Lady Panthers. Lady Panther basketball to start the second half. They go right to left on your radio dial. It is Sides with it, left wing. She looks inside for Schneider. Can't quite get it to her. Now Sides drives in, puts up the floater from the baseline. No good. It rattles out. Rebounded by Schulte ahead to Dortland. Dortland tracks down the loose ball, passes it quickly ahead to Reeves. Reeves, backside pass for Sterling. Tipped out by Sides, and Dortland comes away with the loose basketball. Now to Reeves. Reeves looks at the three, doesn't take it. Now to Peeler, right corner. Peeler inside for Sterling. Sterling works against Skimper, too hard on the shot, no good. Rebound, 5-4. Wells saves it in to Skimper. Skimper leads the break now for the Lady Panthers. It's 3-on-1. Skimper drives in to Schneider. Schneider, right block off the glass and good. So Schneider gets the 2 points as Skimper led the break that time. Found Schneider at the right block and got the 2 points for the Lady Panthers. They now lead 33-28. 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Dortland has it at the right wing. Looks inside for Sterling. Sterling drives in, kicks it to Reeves. Free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound, 5-4. Schneider comes down with it. She's trapped underneath, or in that left corner. And they are going to say that she was able to bounce it off of one of the Lady Broncos. So, Lady Panther basketball, 6:50 left to go in the third quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead 33-28. Sides gives it to Wells, right wing. Wells gets a screen, drives to the right elbow, shot is up and good. Wells gets her first points of the ball game. That's a 2-point basket from the right elbow with 6.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter, 35-28. Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos here in the Amos-Morris Classic. The winner takes on Central Plains, the loser, Smith Center on Thursday. Reeves picks up her dribble, now to Schulte. They kick it back out to Peeler, top of the key. Peeler working against Sides, looking, letting the offense set up. Now hands it off to Schulte at the right wing, to Dortland left wing. She'll put up the deep three, and no good. Rebound, 5-4. Peeler comes down with the basketball for the Lady Broncos. Back out front, stolen away by Wells. Wells looks to pass off, does so to Soliday. Soliday leads the break for the Lady Panthers. Bounce past the side, Sides layup, good. Tarrant now has 8, and the Lady Panthers extend their lead to 9. It's 37-28, 5:47 left to go in this third quarter, and Coach Frank Schulte wants a timeout. We'll take one with him. You're listening to Lady Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. .547 left to go in the third quarter. The Lady Panthers of Phillips are on a 6-0 run to start this second half as they led 31-28 at halftime. They now lead 37-28 to lead by 9 as it is right now. Schulte, Dortland, Peeler. Also out there is Reeves and Sterling for the Lady Broncos. For the Lady Panthers, it is Soliday, Wells, Sides, Skimper, and Schneider. Sides comes away with the steal. Tarrant on the fast break. She's got a left-handed layup. Good. So just like that, Tarrant Sides now in double digits. She's got 10, and it pushes the Lady Panthers lead to 11, 39-28. 5.5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Peeler getting a drive into the left block, dribbles back out to Dortland. Dortland wide open, three's on its way. Good. They left open, and she made him pay. It makes it 39-31 with 5:10 left to go in the third quarter. Wells thought about the three, doesn't take it. Now to Soliday. Kylie going to reset things for the Lady Panthers to Wells' right wing. Wells looking, letting the offense set up out front to Skimper. Skimper passes it over to Soliday left wing. Soliday looking inside for Schneider. Can't quite get it to her. Out front to Sides. Sides spots up for three. She hits it. Taryn Sides starting to heat up here in this third quarter. She's got 13 and altogether and 7 here in this third quarter alone. And we're only 4:45 or 4.5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. As Dortland puts up a three. No good this time as the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers track it down. That's Heather Skimper. She passes off to Sides. Sides ahead to Soliday. Soliday down to the left wing. She's going to drive all the way in. Left block off the glass and good. So Soliday now has 9, and the Lady Panthers again pushing their lead. They now lead 44-31. 44-31 with 4:10 left to go in the third quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos. Soliday comes away with the steal. She saves it into Schneider. Schneider pushes it up for the Lady Panthers ahead to Sides. Taryn all the way down to the left wing. She's going to stop. Pops for three. No good. Left it short. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Schneider. And it will be Russell Lady Bronco basketball as Pockabir and Babcock come in for the Lady Panthers. Wells and Heather Skimper take a seat. Sterling and Schulte take a seat for the Lady Broncos. It looks like Wagner in there along with Lumpkins. .347 left to go here in the third quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead 41-30 or 44-31 as Dortland picked up her dribble. Ball gets stolen away by Taryn Sides, but that's credited a Kylie Soliday with great pressure defense. Schneider pump fakes, drives in, right block off the glass and good. Emily Schneider got it at the free throw line, used the pump fake, drove in and got the layup. 46-31. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers again extending their lead here in the third quarter as 3:19 left to play in the third quarter. Peeler going to drive in and she's going to be fouled. Or that's the Lumpkins, driving in. Either way, she is fouled, and it will be Russell basketball. And the foul is on Abby Babcock, her second personal. As Renee Nicole comes into the ball game. Renee Nicole in. Pumpkins and looks to inbound, tipped and stolen away by the Lady Panthers as Soliday comes away with the basketball. Kylie ahead to Sides, left wing. Sides, backside pass to Babcock. Babcock right block off the glass and I'm going to say foul on the floor. This will be the first team foul on Russell. That foul is on Lumpkins, her second. Babcock inbounds for Pockabir, stolen away by the Lady Broncos as Wagner picks it up, looking to pass off. Passes it ahead, and it's stolen away by Schneider. Schneider loses the handle on it, now picks it up and passes to Pockabir, who gives it to Soliday. Soliday going to set up the offense for the Lady Panthers now with 2:45 left to go in the third quarter. Phillipsburg leads 46-31. Schneider has it out front, down to Babcock, down to the right corner to Soliday. Inside for Schneider, right block up, and no good, but she's headed to the free throw line as that'll be the second team foul on the Lady Broncos. 2:34 left to go in the third quarter. Phillipsburg leads 46-31. Emily Schneider with a chance to extend that lead as that foul is on Riley Wagner, her second personal foul. Schneider getting set for her first one. It's on its way and good. Schneider now has 8 points. Makes it 47-15. Or 47-31, excuse me. .32 left to go here in the third quarter. As the second free throw for Schneider, no good. Rebounded by Reeves. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Kylie Soliday. Into the ball game is Heather Skimper. Taking a seat will be Emily Schneider. Russell inbounds it. To get it to Wagner. She drives down to the right baseline. Wraparound pass stolen away by Babcock. Babcock leads the break this time for the Lady Panthers. Ahead to sides. Touch pass for Skimper. Out of bounds it goes. Russell basketball. So with those 47 points already in the third quarter, the Lady Panthers able to match what they did against Ellis last Friday night. 2:15 left to go here in the third quarter, and the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead 47-31 as Reeves drives in. Puts up the jumper, no good, rebounded by Babcock. Babcock again leads the break for the Lady Panthers. She dribbles all the way down to the right wing. Out to Sides left wing. Sides drives in, stops and pops, 15-footer, no good. Rebound fought for. Heather Skimper comes down with a rebound. She gets it stripped into the hands of Sides though. Sides out front to Soliday. Soliday's going to drive inside, sees an opening, drives all the way in. Count it, she's going line. Oh no, they are going to say that it was a blocking foul on the ground first. So it will be Lady Panther basketball. Foul is going to be on Wagner, her third personal foul. Kristen Wells comes back into the ball game. Kylie Soliday going to take a seat. 1:47 left to go in the third quarter. Phillipsburg leads Russell 47-31. Babcock will inbound for the Lady Panthers after the foul. They get it into Sides. Back inside for Babcock. Power dribble up and good. Babcock gets her first field goal of the ball game. She has 6 points. Her first 4 coming from the free throw line. The Lady Panthers now lead 49-31 with 1:35 left to go in the third quarter. The Lady Broncos get it inside for Reeves. Her shot rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Sides, and she's going to get popped in the face, and a foul called on Reeves. Her fourth personal foul, and the fourth Lady Bronco team foul.
Foul on Riley Reeves, fourth personal, fourth team foul.
Sterling, Peeler, and Schulte all back into the game for the Lady Broncos. Lumpkins, Wagner, and Nickel take a seat. Schneider back in for the Lady Panthers. Pockebear going to take a seat. Minute and a half left to go in the third quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead 49-31. It's going to be Sides with it. Down to the left wing. Out front now to Babcock. Babcock gets a screen from Skimper. Out front now to Schneider. Schneider, top of the key. She's going to drive all the way, and shot in the paint is good. As Emily Schneider hits double digits, she's got 10, and it makes it a 20-point Phillipsburg lead, 51-31 with 1:05 left to go as Schulte drives all the way in. Her shot no good. Rebounded by Peeler. Peeler kicks it back out to Dortland left wing. Dortland working against Taryn Sides with 58 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 20-point Phillipsburg lead, 51-31. As it is going to be Schulte with it. Picks up her dribble, guarded tightly by Babcock. Now to Peeler. Peeler drives down to the baseline. Tipped out by Sides, and they are going to say Taryn touched it last. So it will be Russell basketball. 44 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Ava Skimper comes back in. Meg Keaton comes back in. Abby Babcock takes a seat. Taryn Sides takes a seat. 51-31. 20-point Phillipsburg Lady Panther lead. 44 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Schulte inbounds to Sterling. Sterling gets the 2 points. She's got 9, and it makes it an 18-point game. 51-33. Phillipsburg leads with 33 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Wells stops and pops from the right elbow. No good this time. Rebounded by Reeves. Reeves pushes it up the court for the Lady Broncos. Down to the right wing. 23 seconds and counting left to go in the third quarter. Phillipsburg leads Russell 51-33. And ball gets tipped out by Ava Skimper, and it will remain Russell basketball. 17.9 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Schulte to inbound for the Lady Broncos, does so to Peeler. Peeler out front with it, working against Wells. Dribbles down to the right wing. Inside for Sterling, tipped around, and Heather Skimper comes away with the basketball. She's on the fast break, layup, good. I think that was tipped out by Schneider, and Skimper able to pick it up, drive down, and give the Lady Panthers a 20-point lead after 3, 53-33. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this as you're listening to Lady Panther basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. Lady Panthers lead by 20 after the third quarter. It was 31-28 at halftime, but the Lady Panthers outscored the Lady Broncos 22-5 in that third quarter. Looking at the scoring, first for the Lady Broncos, 6 points through 3 quarters for Megan Peeler, 7 for Camila Dortland. Looks like 5 points for Janae Schulte, 2 for Riley Wagner, 5 for Rylan Reeves, and 9 for Anaya Sterling. As it is a Lady Bronco basketball, Schulte has it. She's against Wells now, looks for Peeler, goes out of bounds. Lady Panther basketball. Looking at the scoring quickly for the Lady Panthers, 3 for Meg Keaton, 9 for Kylie Soliday, 13 for Taryn Sides, 6 for Abby Babcock, 5 for Heather Skimper, 2 for Kristen Wells, 2 for Ava Skimper, 10 for Emily Schneider, and 3 for Kay Pockabir. Lady Panther basketball, as Wells has it left wing. She gets a screen there from Skimper, and now out front to Keaton. Keaton looking, letting the offense set up. She'll get a screen from Schneider. Keaton drives all the way down to the baseline, looks to pass off, stolen away by Schulte. Schulte picks it up, now passes it off to Dortland. Dortland ahead to Reeves, and Wells going to get a call for the foul. Her third personal foul, second Lady Panther team foul. 7:23 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 53-33. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos. Schulte has it out front. Picks up her dribble now to Peeler. Peeler in the right corner out front now to Reeves. Reeves to Schulte, top of the key. Schulte picks up her dribble, looks inside for Reeves. Reeves right block up, left is short, no good. Fighting for the rebound, jump ball called as Ava Skimper got her hands on it. Jump ball called, Lady Panther basketball as Soliday, Pockabir, and Sides all come back into the ball game. Skimper, and Keaton all take a seat. So it's Pockabir, Wells, Soliday, Sides, and Schneider for the Lady Panthers. 7:03 left to go here in this fourth quarter. 20-point ball game. Phillipsburg leads at 53-33. Soliday has it, gets a screen from Pockabir at the left wing. Picks up her dribble now to Schneider. Schneider inside, works at the right block. Shot is up, and she's going to be fouled. 5th team foul on the Russell Lady Broncos.
Foul on number 20, Rylan Reeves.
Fouls on Rylan Reeves. That's her 5th personal foul. So into the ball game will be Britton Pritchin. As it is Schneider at the free throw line. First one's on its way, no good. She's now 2 of 5 from the free throw line in this ball game.
Jordan
Godneau in the ball game as Schneider does hit the second one. She's got 11. Thought that was a 3 on her jersey, but it's a 5. Now that we can see the back of her jersey, it does say 5 there. So Jordan Godneau in the ball game for the Lady Broncos. 6:43 left to go in this ball game. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 21. It's 54-33. Peeler drives down to the baseline, kicks it back out. Dortland left wing three's on its way, no good. And rebounded by Peeler. Peeler's putback shot, no good. Rebound put back by Sterling, no good. Rebound fought for, Godneau touches it, and they're going to say that the Lady Panthers touched it last, though, and it will be Russell Lady Bronco basketball. 6:25 left to go here in the ball game, and the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos 54-33. Schulte will inbound. She's covered up by Sides. Schulte still looking, tipped by Sides, but right in the hands of Peeler. Peeler drives in, shot no good, rebounded by Schneider. Schneider looking, dribbles out of trouble, now gives it to Sides. Taryn pushes it ahead to Wells. Wells going to drive in, stops and pops, 15-footer, no good, rebound by Sterling. Sterling hands it off now to Schulte. Schulte brings it up the court for the Russell Lady Broncos. 6:05 left to go in the ball game. And the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos 54-33. Dortland has it at the right wing. Dribbles over to the top of the key, hands it off to Sterling there. She passes it over to Schulte, left wing. Schulte inside and now for Peeler. Peeler going to drive in, and she's going to be fouled. 3rd team foul on the Lady Panthers here in the second half. Fouls on Kay Pockabir. Her first personal foul. 5:50 left to go here in this ball game. Phillipsburg leads 54-33. Dortland's left corner shot is good, and it's a 2. She now has 9 points, 54-35. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos. 5:35 and counting left to go in this ball game. Schneider has it out front for Phillipsburg. She's going to drive in, left-handed layup, and count it. She's going to line for an and one. As Emily Schneider, 13 points here in this ball game. She's headed for more as she will head to the free throw line for an and one attempt, as that is the 6th Lady Bronco team foul. Foul is on Janae Schulte, her 3rd personal foul. Schneider had 6 points in the first game of the season against Ellis. She's got 13 now as she misses the and one attempt. And the Lady Broncos bring it back the other way as the Lady Panthers lead 56-35. 5:20 left to go in the ball game. The winner takes on Central Plains in the championship semifinals on Thursday. The loser takes on Smith Center at 3 o'clock Thursday afternoon in the consolation semifinals. Dortland on the dribble now to Schulte. Left corner, 2 is on its way, no good. Rebounded by Schneider. Emily Schneider leads the break ahead of 2 sides. Sides to Soliday. Soliday, wraparound pass for Pockerbear. Her shot is up, counted. She's on the line for an and one. So Pockerbear will head to the free throw line. 7th Lady Bronco team foul. Now foul's on Schulte, her 4th personal foul. As Heather Skimper comes back in, Abby Babcock comes back in. Kristen Wells and Emily Schneider both take a seat. Janae Schulte takes a seat. Camila Dortland takes a seat. Lumpkins is back in, as is Gano. Also in is Wagner, Sterling, and Peeler. Pockerbear at the free throw line. Her and one attempt is good. She's got 6 points, and the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers now lead 59-35, 4:57 and counting left to go in this ball game. Again, the winner takes on Central Plains on Thursday night in the championship semifinals. The loser takes on Smith Center in the consolation semifinals at 3 o'clock Thursday afternoon. It is going to be Wagner with it, right wing for Russell. She drives in, right block up, and let's see, block on the Lady Panthers. That's their 4th team foul, and it's going to be the 2nd on Kylie Soliday. 4:41 left to go in this ball game. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead 59-35. As Wagner at the free throw line, her 1st attempt from the line in this ball game. It's on its way, good. She now has 3 points, and it makes it 59-36. 4:41 left to go. Oh nope, they're going to say that she was on the line. So that one didn't count. So Renee Nickel comes back in. Sterling takes a seat.
Renee Nickel in the ball game for the Lady Broncos.
So again, Wagner does not get that one to count as her foot was on the line. See if she can get this one to make it that 36-point margin, and she does so. So she hit the 2nd one nonetheless. It's still 59-36 now with 4:38 left to go in the ball game. Sides has it out front to Babcock. Babcock drives in back to Sides. Sides gets a screen from Skipper. Stops and pops. Deep 2, good. So Taryn has 15, and it makes it 61-36. 4:22 left to go in this game as Lumpkins passes it over to Nickel. Nickel out front to Wagner between the circles, guarded there by Sides. Now back to Nickel, left wing. Nickel looks in, tipped by Pockerbear, tracked down though by Wagner for Russell. They get it inside for Lumpkins, or for Peeler, and she's going to be fouled. 15th foul on the Lady Panthers. And it's going to be on Heather Skimper, her 3rd. 4:02 left to go in this ball game. Phillipsburg leads Russell 61-36. Lumpkins inbounds to Wagner. Wagner drives the baseline, leaves it off for Gano. Back out to Lumpkins, now to Wagner. Wagner's long 2 is good. So it's going to be Wagner tipping it out, and it will remain Lady Panther basketball. 3:46 left to go, and Coach Miller wants a timeout. 61-38, the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos. We'll take a timeout with them as you're listening to Lady Panther basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. Welcome back. Phillipsburg leads 61-38. Terran sides long two, no good. As the Lady Broncos come away with the basketball, Wagner has it. She works against Kylie Soliday, crosses over. Soliday tipped it, but Wagner able to get it into the hands of Nickel. Nickel picks up her dribble back to Wagner. Inside for Gano. Ball goes in the hands of Peeler. Peeler shot too hard, no good. Rebound tracked down by Babcock. Babcock leads the break for the Lady Panthers all the way down to the right wing. Picks up her dribble. Now to Ponkbear at the free throw line. Inside for Skimper. Backside pass for Sides. Sides left, block up and good. Sides has 17, and the Lady Panthers lead 63-38 with 3:03 left to go in the ball game. It is Nickel with it at the left wing. She puts the ball on the court, drives down, loses the handle on it, and Ponkbear going to get called for a foul. Her second personal foul. Sixth Lady Panther team foul. Stores, Keaton, and Ava Skimper all come back into the game. Sides takes a seat. Soliday takes a seat. And let's see. Ponkbear takes a seat. 2:53 left to go. And the Lady Broncos have the basketball. Into the ball game for the Lady Broncos is Abigail Myers, a 5'7" sophomore. The Lady Panthers get called for their 17th foul in the inbounds. See, they called this one on. It is on Ava Skimper, her first personal foul. And it's in Jordan Gano to the free throw line for the first time, the 5'7" senior. Gano getting set here. On its way, no good. Rebound, fought for. Ava Skimper comes away with it. Or, excuse me, Kenzie Stores comes away with it, but she was out of bounds, and it will be Lady Bronco basketball. 2:50 left to play. Phillipsburg leads Russell 63-38. And it is going to be Wagner with it. Wagner, top of the key, drives in. She's going to get fouled. 8th team foul on the Lady Panthers. As 7 of those coming here in the fourth quarter, as they only had 1 throughout the entire third quarter. Fourth quarter came around, they now have 7 and 8 total for the second half, as that is on Kenzie Stores, her first personal foul. Wagner at the free throw line. First one's on its way, good. She now has 6. Wagner getting set for a second free throw. It's on its way. No good this time. Rebounded by Babcock. Babcock ahead to Ava Skimper. Inside for Heather. Heather right block up and no good. It rolls out. And Heather May had just picked up her 4th personal foul. That's the 9th Lady Panther team foul. It is on Heather Skimper, her 4th personal foul. It looks like into the ball game.
Into the ball game for the Lady Broncos
will be Mallory Henderson, a 5'6" sophomore. She'll be coming in. Fritchen also into the game, a 5'1" sophomore. She's in, and Henderson will come in for Wagner. First into the 1-on-1 is good. Wagner now has 7. So she'll get set for the second into the 1-on-1. Makes it 63-40, a 23-point Lady Panther lead with 2:38 left to go here in this game. Misses the second one, rebounded by Babcock. Babcock is then going to be fouled by Wagner. Her 4th personal foul. 8th Lady Bronco team foul, and Babcock led to the free throw line. So Wagner takes a seat. And Mallory Henderson into the ball game. 63-40. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Russell Lady Broncos. 2:34 left to go as Babcock hits the first one. She now has 7. Babcock getting set for her second free throw. It's on its way. That one good as well. She has 8. 6 of those coming from the free throw line to make it a 25-point game, 65-40. Just under 2.5 minutes left to go as Nickel loses it out of bounds off her foot. Lady Panther basketball, 2:26 left to play, and it is a 25-point Phillipsburg lead, 65-40. Meg Keaton brings it up for the Lady Panthers. Ahead to Ava Skimper, stolen away by Nickel. Nickel on the fast break, loses it out of bounds, and it will be Lady Panther basketball. 2:17 left to go. 65-40. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 25. Heather inbounds to Ava. Ava Skimper brings it up the court now to Keaton. 2:12 left to go in the ball game. Phillipsburg leads 65-40. Ava Skimper with the left wing. Out front to Stores. Stores is going to drive in. Left block off the glass and good. So Stores gets her first points of the season. And it makes it 67-40 with 1:53 left to go. Nickel drives all the way in. Shot no good. Rebounded by Babcock. Babcock pushes it up the court for the Lady Panthers with 1:45 left to go. They find a Stores. Stores is going to drive in again. Left block high off the glass, and she's going to get called for the charge. Her second personal foul, 10th the Lady Panther team foul. So Lady Bronco basketball as Phillipsburg leads 67-40. 1:39 left to play. The winner takes on Central Plains Thursday in the championship semifinals. The loser takes on Smith Center at 3 o'clock Thursday afternoon in the consolation semifinals. Henderson drives in, picks up her dribble, looks to pass off. Henderson going to throw it up at the basket. Shot no good. Rebound tracked down by Heather Skimper. Skimper on the fast break. She's going to drive all the way down to the left block, and she's headed to the free throw line. 9th team foul on the Lady Broncos.
First team foul.
And foul is on Nickel. Her first personal foul. Heather Skimper's free throw, good. She now has 6. It's Kay Pottencover sets at the scores table, getting set to come in. Heather Skimper getting set for her second one. On its way, good as well. She has 7. Kay Pottencover comes in. Heather Skimper's going to take a seat. Minute 15 left to play. 29-point lead for the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers, 69-40. Henderson with it, right side. Now to Gano. Gano drives all the way down to the baseline, and she's going to be fouled. So Gano will head back to the free throw line as that foul is going to be on Ava Skimper, her second.
Foul on number 10, Mary Virginia. At the line, shooting 2, Jordan.
Gano's free throw is good. She now has her first point to the ball game to make it 69-41. Minute 5 left to play. Second one on its way for Gano. No good. Off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Keaton. Keaton brings it up the court for the Lady Panthers. 1 minute left to play. Phillipsburg leads 69-41. Ava Skimper has it. They look inside for Pottencover. Can't quite get it to her. Back to Stores right wing. Stores drives in, finds Pottencover underneath. Right block up and good. What a great look by Kinsey Stores as she found Pottencover by herself. And it makes it a 30-point Lady Panther lead, 71-41. 40 seconds left to go in this first round of the Amos-Morris Classic. Pritchin puts up the 3, shot no good, rebounded by Stores. Stores pushes it up the court, 30 seconds left to play. Phillipsburg up by 30, 71-41. Phillipsburg will play against Central Plains on Thursday night in the championship semifinals. Russell will play against Smith Center at 3 o'clock. We will have coverage of both of those games on Thursday. Is Babcock going to be fouled? 10th team foul by the Lady Broncos. And it's going to be the first on Abigail Myers. Sends Abby Babcock back to the free throw line. The clock will continue to roll here as the Phillipsburg is up by 30. Babcock getting set for the first one. It's on its way. No good. Rebounded by Stores, and that's going to do it. Phillipsburg wins 71-41. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back to wrap things up right after this. You're listening to Lady Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.